Welcome to Chapter 3 of How Could He? I am Emmaslightoverthebridge, and I wrote this book after leaving an abusive relationship to help other women see clearly, break free, and begin to heal. Each chapter stands on its own, but together they tell the story of waking up and rebuilding. Let's begin. Chapter 3: The subtle shift to control. Devaluation. It starts like needle pricks. A harsh word while you're preparing dinner. A look of disgust that vanishes too quickly for you to be sure. A joke at your expense, followed by a chuckle. But these slip-ups are easy to overlook. After all, things are still great, better than great. You are in love. So in love that your friends tease you behind his back. He still texts you every morning when you sleep apart, asking how his favorite girl has slept. But one day, the morning texts stop. You brush it off. He is probably just busy. Work has been stressful, he says. But then other changes creep in. You used to spend every weekend together. Now he's back to hanging out with his buddies. You try to play it cool, feeling childish for being hurt by such small things. Still, you can't shake the feeling that he's drifting. Then, just as quickly, he's back, warm, affectionate, and the anxiety melts in his arms. Until one Friday night, he says he'll call after drinks with a friend. He doesn't. It is 3 a.m. when you try to call him, heart pounding, but the line rings out. No answer. You lie awake, staring at the ceiling, your stomach twisted like a wire. The next day he finally calls. You confront him, your voice tight. He says they went back to his buddy's place, had a few beers, played PlayStation, fell asleep. He forgot to call. And then he adds, "You really need to stop being so jealous. You are starting to sound like my ex." Then he has to go. You end the call with the knot still in your stomach. Relief, doubt, shame, and dread tangled together. You tell yourself this is normal, just an adjustment phase. He's under pressure. When work calms down, things will go back to the way they were. But they never do. The charming version of him still shows up, like a comedian replaying his greatest hits. But the magic feels faded. The jokes are rushed. The affection forced. One day he put his hand on my stomach and laughed. "You're getting a bit pouchy." I was hurt and tears welled in my eyes. He apologized, then added, "I didn't know you were so sensitive." After that, the criticisms came more often. The cycle begins. Of course, in the beginning, you don't know you're in a cycle. All you notice is that the relationship seems to move through good periods and bad ones. There are stretches where everything feels right. He is affectionate, attentive, and fun. And then, without warning, it all changes. He grows distant, critical, cold. If we charted the relationship over time, it may look like this. Blue, good periods, calm, connection, intimacy. Interspersed with orange, tense periods, withdrawal, irritability, passive aggression, and slices of red, abusive periods, verbal outbursts, threats, humiliation. At first, the good stretches are long and the red moments are rare. But as time goes on, the blue fades, tense periods become longer, and the abuse more frequent and more cruel. You adapt. You learn to walk on eggshells. Yet somehow he always finds a new way to knock you off balance. He says more hurtful things, criticizes you over smaller details. Sometimes it feels like he is watching you just to find something to pick apart. This isn't random. This is a cycle. Let's look at it more closely. The abusive cycle. Phase 1, honeymoon, idealization. Phase 2, tension building, withdrawal, criticism. Phase 3, explosion, abuse. Phase 4, reconciliation, brief return of affection, and back again. Tension buildup. It starts with distance. He seems irritated, disconnected. You try to figure out what's wrong. Is it your weight, your mood, the way you speak? You start scanning for flaws. He avoids eye contact. He criticizes how you do things. He says he is stressed, but you sense there is more. I tried to initiate intimacy just to melt the ice between us. I asked him to talk to me. I needed to know what was wrong. I even wondered if he was having an affair, or if it was the pregnancy. My body was changing. He wouldn't touch me. I felt confused and alone. This was supposed to be a happy time, but I wasn't enjoying it. I hoped things would change after the baby was born. The tension periods can last for days or weeks, but they almost always lead to a blow-up. Abuse. Abuse isn't always physical. In fact, emotional abuse is often the first stage, and it is just as damaging. Emotional abuse is a repeated pattern of behavior that makes you feel unworthy, afraid, small, confused, dependent. It is designed to break your spirit. Common forms of emotional abuse. Threats. Shut your mouth or I'll shut it for you. I'm so angry I want to break something. Insults. You are the dumbest peep I've ever met. Are you sure you even went to school? Intimidation. Screaming, throwing objects, punching walls. Silent treatment. Withdrawing affection, refusing to speak to you for hours or days. Blame shifting. Now you're starting a fight again, aren't you? Can't I have a single peaceful night? Humiliation. Ordering you around, mocking your looks, ideas, or abilities. Cruel comparisons. You're starting to look like your brother. Being intimate with you is like being with another man. Yuck. These words leave no bruises, but they scar your sense of self. They make you feel disgusting, unlovable, powerless. And emotional abuse is often a gateway to physical violence. By the time the first slap comes, you may already be trapped in a web of fear, self-blame, and confusion. When he says, "You made me do this," you believe him. Honeymoon. After the explosion comes the apology. He says he lost control, that he is sorry, that he loves you, that you must never make him that angry again. He kisses you, holds your hand, he's tender again. He promises to change. You see glimpses of the man from the beginning, the man who made you feel like the center of the universe. He tells you you're the love of his life, that he couldn't bear to lose you. Just be patient, he says. Things will work out. And for a while, it seems like they might, until the tension creeps back in. Why does the cycle turn? You may think, if I could just keep things peaceful, if I don't trigger him, if I learn his moods, if I manage my emotions better, then maybe you could stay in the good phase. But the truth is far darker. This cycle doesn't happen by accident. It isn't caused by you. It's caused by him. He doesn't want a healthy relationship. He doesn't want partnership or equality. He wants control. To avoid being questioned, to keep you on edge, to stop you from getting comfortable or confident, he creates tension. He finds reasons to criticize, demand, withdraw. He destabilizes you on purpose, so he stays in charge. He wants to dominate you emotionally, to keep you dependent and confused, to stop you from setting boundaries, to punish you for having needs. And when he abuses you, it's not a loss of control, it's a power play. He gets a rush from seeing you squirm, from watching your face when his voice sharpens, from the fear in your eyes. The abuse is the peak of that power high. But if he only abused you, you'd leave, so he plays a different card. The trap. After every abusive moment, he turns tender again. He apologizes. He acts sweet. He offers a crumb of kindness. And because you want to believe in him, because you love him, you cling to the hope that this version is the real one. You try harder. You give more. You live for the brief moments when the sun comes out. But those moments are not real love. They are part of the trap. The nice periods don't mean he cares. They mean he knows how to keep you there. This was chapter 3 of How Could He? If this resonated with you, the full ebook is available to download and includes a healing journal prompt after each chapter to help you reflect and grow. You'll find the link in the description. And if you like to keep listening, the next chapter will be uploaded tomorrow. Thank you for being here.